the payroll tax cut, which isn't really a tax cut, it's a deferral that you're still gonna have to pay. It's like a mirage of a tax cut. Theoretically, making a payroll tax cut permanent would be a disaster for Social Security and Medicare, which that tax cut pays for. And that is a fact, but an inconvenient one, as will be demonstrated in this video.
But the president said explicitly that if he gets reelected, he will make the payroll tax cut permanent. As you well know, these funds go into and help pay for Social Security and Medicare. The president promised many times not to gut Social Security and Medicare. So isn't that exactly what he would be doing here?
No, he will protect Social Security and Medicare.
How does he do that and cut payroll taxes at the same time?
Many times. Well, hang on. When he referred to permanent, I think what he was saying is that the deferral of the payroll tax to the end of the year will be made permanent. It will be forgiven. The tax is not going away. We're still going to have the Social Security tax.
He said he would do away with it if he gets reelected. It was a new campaign pledge.
But I think that he was referring to doing away with it. I believe he was referring to doing away with the payback of the deferral.
Just give him a call. Give him a little ringy ding. Quick little text.
Ref, call the fight. He's dying out there.
He's dying.
So Shadow's in the chat. Where is it? It says, only had tea martinis, sir. Yeah, it's Larry 4 Martini Lunch Cudlow. Okay, so here's the thing. Because look, it's funny that he's floundering, but it's consequential. Because if they made it permanent, if they got rid of or drastically cut the payroll tax, that would be disastrous for Social Security and Medicare. And whether that's what he's trying to do seems kind of important, especially considering the historical context of Trump and the payroll tax. So yeah, no, it's just for this. It's not permanent now, even though back on August 19th, let's see, of last year, White House officials were eyeing a payroll tax cut in an effort to reverse the weakening economy, just a permanent one. That's what they were doing last year. March of this year, he said we'll be cutting entitlement programs at a Fox News town hall, and then had to walk it back saying, well, that's not what he really means, even though that's exactly what he said.
Of course.
And that was March 6th. So March of last year, he had a budget proposal that cut 1.5 trillion from Medicaid, 25 billion from Social Security, 845 billion from Medicare. So you can understand why we would be a little bit cautious about you seemingly permanently cutting the payroll tax cut when you've been trying to permanently cut the payroll tax this entire time.
Can't the rich just leave already? Like, just go to Elysium. I've always said this. Go to Mars. Elon, hurry up. Just stop gouging us. I mean, they'll find a way to continue, but a little bit of me just find Pandora. Go mess with the blue aliens, get rocked, because we need to rebuild here, and you just keep on trying to gouge us for everything that we have. Leave. How much more do you need? Straight up.
I think at a certain point, how we've always sort of said, well, why are billionaires so greedy? It doesn't make a material difference in their life. If you have 5 billion or 60 billion, it doesn't matter. You can buy whatever you want. Because it's not actually the money. It is just the power. It is the ability to wreck people's lives and do all of that. That's what they're getting off on something. It isn't money. They're already capped out on the getting off meter when it comes to money specifically. There's something else that they're drawing from all of this.
Yeah.
By the way, one other comment, Steve Mnuchin was interviewed and said that on whether it'll be permanent, because if it's permanent, then theoretically you keep the money, but Social Security and Medicare are gonna be significantly hit. If it's not permanent, you're not keeping the money, which means that you're just being told to spend the money, but you're gonna have to pay it back, even though you probably won't be able to. So both of those are bad. And Steve Mnuchin said in the interview that it will be forgiven, i.e. it'll be permanent if Trump is reelected. So they're gonna give you this money, but unless you reelect Trump, you're gonna have to pay it back. But Obama had Obama phones that he was trying to buy people off with. It's amazing. Anyway,
I mean, this is the wish list, right? Did McConnell get corporate immunity? I can't remember.
I think, well, they didn't end up having a bill, but that was one of the big things that he was pushing for, and I have a feeling it will end up in whatever the final bill is.
Oh, it will. So that's the last thing on the wish list, you know?
Yeah, just the corporate immunity.
Yeah, cutting Medicare and Medicaid permanently, corporate immunity.
Trump's been promising it.
Tax breaks.
Yeah.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.